Testing, 1 2 1 2. All right, most crash. We're good to go. Hey, Shalom. Yahweh Shem Awashah Barakatham to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemal the Thumb by Shem Awashah to all the sisters. So Isupk Durham, North Carolina, Sabbath service. Preaching officer Mahayah with me conducting this officer Yanazar. You understand? So we're gonna get straight into it. So, brother, if you could blow the horn to commit the Sabbath service. It's all good. I guess it's too much style for what you go ahead. You go ahead. Christ. So a medium means to stand. Wapanyak Wadam, which means rise and face east. Let's start out with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Testing. Okay. Abanawa.
Shabbat
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Kodash. Haya. Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka. Daba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazayaka. Haya. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Haya. Bashemayim. Natan Lanawa. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalak Nawa. Kabawath Nawa. Kasalak Nawa. Kabawath Yanawa. Wala. Tabia Ayanawa. Banasaya one. A ball. Hawashayanawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwat. Waha'ala. Wahathaparith. La'awalamyam. Aman.
In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
The prayer for the power of the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Baba Kasha. Nathan Lanawa. Hakak. La Para'ah. Kal Makala. Wakal Madawa. Hakak. Atahar. Ha Matazarayam. Hakak. La Hakwim. Hamathium. Hakak. Al Rarakawath. Hatama Allah. La Garashan. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
Prayer for the blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatha Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai. Why Mayaka Allah. Wala Alahayim. Matazabiyah. Alawap Yahana. Alawapiyam. Hasaranyam. Hakotazayanyam. Hakoya Yoyam. Waha Gwatiam. Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
In English, bless you Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahana. The generals. The captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it.
The 121st Psalm in Hebrew. Aisha,
Aisha,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Al-Hahariam,
Al-Hahariam,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Izaria,
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 Ma'aim,
Ma'aim,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayam,
Shamayam,
Wa'arataza,
Wa'arataza,
Al-Yathan,
Al-Yathan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
Al-Yanawam,
Al-Yanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hanala'a,
Hanala'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Al-Yad,
Al-Yad,
Yamyaka,
Yamyaka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'a,
La'a,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Wayarak,
Balayallah,
Walayallah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makalrai,
Kalrai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Athnapashka,
Athnapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Tazaatka,
Tazaka,
Wabawaatka,
Wabawa'aka,
Mayatha,
Mayatha,
Wa'aid, Iwalam.
Wa'ayad Awalam. In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From which cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade
The Lord is thy shade
upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by
The
day,
sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
even forevermore. The 83rd Psalm in Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Al-Dami Alaka,
Al-Dami Alaka,
Al-Thakarash,
Al-Takarash,
Wa Al-Thashikwat,
Al-Tashakwat,
Al
Al-Kayahana,
Kayahana, Awayabiaka,
Awayabyaka,
Yahama,
Yahama,
Yawan,
Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Imaka,
Al-Imaka,
Irayamwa,
Yarayamwa,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayatha,
Wayatha,
Ya'itazawa,
Ya'aitazawa,
Al-Tazapawanyaka,
Al-Tazapawanyaka,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakakidam,
Wanakakidam,
Magoya,
Magoya,
Wala,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Iwada,
Iwada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa'itazawa,
Aitazawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Aliaka,
Alyaka,
Barayath,
Barayah,
Yakarathwa,
Yakarathwa,
Aholia,
Aholia,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wayashimai,
Yashamai,
Alayam,
Alayam,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagariam,
Wahagariam,
Gabal,
Ball,
Wa'amawan,
Waimawan,
Wa'amalak,
Waimalak,
Palashath,
Palashah,
I'm Yeshabia,
I'm Yeshabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gamashawar,
Gam Ashawar,
Nalawa,
Alawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarawai,
Sarawai,
Labanya Lawat,
Labanya Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Aishalaham,
Kamajin,
Kamajin,
Kasaya,
Kasaya,
Sara'ah,
Sarah,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Manakal,
Marakal,
Kwayashwan,
Kwayashwa,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Ba'ayan,
Bayan,
Da'ara,
Dara,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
Anama,
Adama,
Shayatamwa,
Sayatamwa,
Nada,
Nada,
Yabmawa,
Yabmawa,
Arab,
Arab,
Wakazaba,
Kazaba,
Wakazabak,
Kazabat,
Wakatazol,
Katazol,
Mana'ai,
Manai,
Kal Nasaya Kabwa,
Cow Nasai Kamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amorwa,
Naya Rasha,
Nayarisha,
Ranawa,
Nanawa,
Af,
Af,
Na'awaf,
Nawaf,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Ka'ash, Salakia, Alhol, Alahaya,
Alahayam,
Shayatamwa,
Sayatamwa,
Kagogela,
Kagogla,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
La Panya Rawaka,
Lapanya Rabaka,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Tabi'ira,
Tabayaira,
Ya'ira,
Yaira,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahaba,
Dalahat,
Talahat,
Harayam,
Harayam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradapma,
Maradapma,
Basairaka,
Basa Iraka,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapathka,
Wapatka,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabaholwa,
Wayabaholwa,
Aida Aid,
Aid,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadayawa,
Wayadayawa,
Kaya Atha,
Kayatha,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labadka,
Labadka,
Al-Yawan,
Al-Yawan,
Al-Kalha-Arataza.
Al-Kaha Rataza. In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy
And be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes as Abba and as Almunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth a wood, and as a flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. Sharp, need to be seated.
You got a cold.
You got cold coming? Man, everybody getting sick. All right, Israel, we're gonna pick right back up. You know what I'm saying? We left off last week. For those, you know what I'm saying, you're at home, you want to tune in, want to read along with the brothers. Just go to blueletterbible.org, right? blueletterbible.org. You understand? Go to Genesis chapter 47. And we'll be picking up at verse 12. You can press that blue button on the side that says tools, and it'll pull up the Assyrian Hebrew. So you'll be able to read along, right? So we're the book of Genesis chapter 47 and verse 12. So whenever you're ready, Anzal.
The book of Genesis chapter 47 in verse 12 in the Hebrew. Wayakalakal Yawasap Ath Abiyawa Wa'ath Akyawa Wa'ath Kal Bayath Abiyawa Lakam Lapaya Hatap. Second here. Come on, baby. Come on. Verse 13. Walacham Ayan Bakal Ha'aratazar Kaya Kabad Hara'aib Ma'ad Wathalah Aratazar Matazarium Wa Aratazar Kanain Mapanya Hara'aib. Verse 14. Waya Laquat Yawasap Af Kal Hakasap Hana Mataza'ah Ba'aratazah Matazarium, Wa Ba'aratazah Kanain, Bashabah, Bashabar, Ashar, Hum, Shabarium, Wayaba'a, Yawasap, Ath, Hakasap, Bayatha, Para'ai. Verse 15. Wayakam, Hakasap, Ma Arataza, Matazarium, Wa Mata Salakia, Wama Arataza, Kanain, Waya Ba'awa, Kal, Matazarium, Al, Yawasap, La Amar, Haka, Lanwa, Lakam, Walama, Namawath, Gagadaka, Kaya, Apas, Kasap. Verse 16. Waya Amar, Yawasap, Abawa, Makwanyakam, Wa Athana, Lakam, Bamakwanyakam, or Ama, Apas, Kasap. Verse 17. Waya Baya Awa, Ath, Makwanyaham, Al, Yawasap, Wayathun, Laham, Yawasap, Lakam, Basa, Wumnyam, Waba, Makwana, Hataza'an, Waba, Makwana, Habakwar, Waba, Kamarium, Waya, Nahalam, Balakam, Bakal, Makwanyaham, Bashana, Haha, Wa'a. Verse 18. Karamakan. Wathathun, Hashana, Haha, Wa'a, Wayaba'awa, Alayawa, Bashana, Hashanyath, Waya Amarwa, Lawa, La'a, Nakakad, Ma'a, Danya, Kaya, Thum, Hakasap, Wama, Kwana, Hanahama, Al, Adanya, La'a, La Sha'ar, La Panya, Adanya, Balathia, Gawa, Yath, Nawa, Wa Adamath, now, Wa Adamath, Nawa. This is the book of Genesis chapter 47 and verse 12 in English. And Joseph nourished his father and his brethren and all his father's household with bread according to their families. And there was no bread in the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of famine.
You know what I'm saying? Now remember, in the midst of, Joseph, messing with his brothers and, getting his father, I'm saying, to finally come down there. Remember, Joseph had interpreted Pharaoh's dream. There's a famine that hit the land, man. You understand? So they, I'm saying, getting ready to prepare, or already in the process of, preparation to prepare for this famine, right?
And this is verse 14. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for corn which they brought, And Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. Verse 15. And when the money failed in the land of Egypt, in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? For the money faileth. Meaning the money ain't enough food. Money can't buy the food. It ain't enough food.
Exactly.
You understand? The money don't mean nothing to us,
it's
man.
Useless. You ain't got nothing to buy with it.
This is some serious business. Verse 16. And Joseph said, give your cattle, and I give you for your cattle if money fail. So he wants to, if you got livestock, he'll trade you livestock for grain.
Man, this is business right here.
Hey, he's getting ready to set up his people.
This is good business.
That's right. And there's nothing, it's fair. You understand? And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses.
And you know what this made me think about? This made me think about the Great Depression. Because, when it came down to it, Esau could have came to our communities and we could have found a way to do business. We could have found a way to, help them out, right? Because mind you, their economic system had fallen, had plummeted while we were thriving in our ghettos, thriving, with our own black banks, our own black businesses. There could have been a way to, have some type of commerce, man, some type of business. You understand? But the oppressor is such a damn devil. You understand what I'm saying? There's no way to do proper business with him, man.
Most high Christ. And also, if I may, sir, we were successful, and the reason why we were able to thrive during that period is because we were separate from them.
Exactly.
We had our own.
Exactly.
You understand? And like the brother said, we could have done business with them, but they were so hateful of us. Instead of working with us to build up, they rather destroy us. You understand? And to understand that is to understand the whole relationship between us and the devil.
And it's crazy because even the damn Egyptians can openly acknowledge and admit that they hated the damn Jews, but they understood what? They understood how to do business with them. And like, man, we can't live without these motherfuckers, man. These motherfuckers hate them to death, but can't live without them. Need them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Famine hit the land. What they do? Did they? You know what I'm saying? Try to be prideful and just die out? Hell no, man. They were running to Joseph.
And what's funny, if I may, sir, what's funny? The good example of this today is, what is it, Adidas with Kanye?
Yeah.
They tried to destroy Kanye. It came out that they lost $1.3 billion.
1.3.
And now
I think it's like over 1.3 billion.
Yeah. And now they want Kanye back because they thought, this is what the brother's talking about. I'm just giving an example. They thought that they could do without us and they didn't need us.
Imagine.
But when the doodle hit the fan, you understand, they realized that they needed us in their economy. So they began to find ways to incorporate us into their economy, which led us up to civil rights. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Okay.
No, that's heavy though.
And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them in exchange for horses and for flocks and for the cattle of the herds and for the asses, and he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year. So they despised us because we were herdsmen, shepherds. You understand? So they didn't mind giving up their cattle. You understand? And this was beneficial to us in the near future. You understand? But this is also the beginning of their cause for concerning us.
Oh, yeah.
You understand? Verse 18. When that year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said unto him, we will not hide it from my Lord, how that our money is spent. My Lord hath our herds of cattle. My Lord hath our herds of cattle. There is no aught left in the land of my Lord but our bodies and our land.
Good night.
All I want to say is one word: the future.
Right. Nah, for real.
Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 47, and verse 19 in the Hebrew. Lama, namawath, la ayanayaka, gum, anakanawa, Anaknawa, Salaki, Anaknawa, Gum, Adam, Mathnawa, Quana, Aknawa, Athnawa, Salaki, Athnawa, Wa'ath, Adam, Mathnawa, Balacham, Wadahaya, Ana Arakanwa, La Adam, Mathnawa, Ibadium, La Para'i, Wathan, Zerai, Wanakia, Wala'a, Namawath, Waha Adama, La'a, Thashum. Verse 20. Wayakwan, Yawasap, Ath, Kal, Adamath, Matazarium, La Para'i, Kaya, Makarwa, Matazarium, Ayash, Shadahawa, Kaya, Hazak, Alaham, Hara'ib, Wathahaya, Ha'arataza, La Para'i. Verse 21. Wa'ath, Ha'aim, Ha'ai, Bayar, Athwa, La'arium, Makwataza, Gabawal, Matazarium, Wa'aid, Kwataza Hawa. Verse 22. Rakah or Rak, Adamath, Hakahanyum, La'a, Quana, Kaya, Kak, Lakahanyum, Ma'af, Para'ai, Wa'akolwa, Af, Kakum, Ashar, Nathan, Lahum, Para'ai, Al, Khan, La'a, Makarwa, Af, Adamathum. Verse 23. Salaki. Let me get there. My thing is reacting slow today. Waya Amar, Yawasap, Al, Ha'aim, Hun, Quanathia, Athakam, Athakam, Hayawum, Wa'af, Ada Mathakam, La Para'ai, Ha'ah, Lakam, Zerai, was a Ryatham, Af, Adamah. Verse 24. Wayahaya, Batha, Bawa'af, Wana, Thathum, Kamai, Yash, Yaf, Kamai, Yashayaf, Kamayashayaf, La Para'ai, Wa Arabai, Hayadaf, Yahaya, Lakam, Lazarai, Hashada, Wala Kalakam, Wala Ashar, Babathiacum, Wala Akal, Latapakam. Verse 25 should be the last one, right? Or 26.
You start at 19, right?
Come on, come. 26.
25.
25. verse 25, Salakia. Wayamarwa. Hafayath nawa. Na mataza'a khan ba'ayanaya adanya wahaya yanawa. Ibadium la para I. This is the book of Genesis chapter 47 and verse 19 in English. Wherefore shall we before thine eyes, both we and our land, buy us in our land for bread, and we in our land will be servants unto Pharaoh, and give us seed that we may live and not die, that the land be not desolate. So they're saying now they're offering themselves as servants to eat. You understand? But they didn't ran out of money, they didn't ran out of cattle, and all they got is them in their land. So they're offering themselves up for labor, for food. You know, that's a serious famine right there. Verse 20. And Joseph bought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh, for the Egyptians sold every man his fields, because the famine prevailed over them. So the land became Pharaoh. You understand? So in Israel, I just want to make the note that, you know, we can't sell the land. You can rent it, but you can't, we don't sell land. And that's another thing, if I may, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
The native Indians, who are Israelites, when the oppressor came over here and tried to buy land, they told the oppressor, we don't sell land. How you going to sell the land? But the oppressor don't understand that.
Mm-mm.
You could parcel the land out, you could use the land, but you cannot sell the land because the land belongs to the Most High. You understand? When you die, that land gonna be here. But you understand, I'm just trying to show you a correlation between us and the oppressor as far as how we looked at things. You understand? The holy people knew that you don't sell land, man. It's unlawful for us to sell land, even to each other. You can sell the use of the land, but you can't sell the land. Okay. Salaki, verse 21. Now Pharaoh got all the land. And as for the people, he removed them to cities from one end of the borders of Egypt, even to other end thereof. Verse 22. Only the land of the priests bought he not, for the priests had a portion assigned them of Pharaoh, and did eat their portion which Pharaoh gave them, wherefore they sold not their land. So the priests had land, and they was down with Pharaoh. You understand? It was his priest. So he made sure they ate. Then, verse 23, then Joseph said unto the people, behold, I have brought you this day and your land for Pharaoh's. Lo, here is seed for you, and ye shall sow the land. Because, of course, grain, for the most part, was seeds. You understand? When they were storing up food, they were storing up seed as well. You understand? To plant again. So the thing that Joseph did was so wise. You understand? It's going to save the whole nation and also enrich his people. Okay? Verse 24. And it shall come to pass in the increase that ye shall give the fifth part unto Pharaoh, and four parts shall be unto you. So that means you got to give up 20% for seed of the field, and for your food, and for them of your household, and for food for your little ones. So they tax was 20% of everything. Verse 25. And they said, thou hast saved our life. Let us find grace in the sight of my Lord, and we will be Pharaoh's servants. So what it's saying here is that Joseph saved the whole kingdom, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And they gave him credit for it. You understand? This is another nation giving one of our brothers, you understand, the father of Ephraim and Manasseh, the Puerto Ricans and the Cubans, did this. Verse, we're going to the Hebrew back. Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 47, verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
Wayashum, Atha, Yawasap, Lakak, Aid, Hayawum, Hazah, Al, Adamath, Matazarium, La Parai, La Kamash, Rock, Adamath, Hakahanyam, Labadum, La'a, Hayatha, La Parai. Verse 27, Wayashab, Yasha'ala, Ba'aratazar, Matazarium, Ba'aratazar, Gashun, Waya Akazawa, Waya Akazawa, Ba, Waya Parai, no, Waya Parai, no, Waya Parwa, Waya Rabwa, Ma'ad. Verse 28, Waya Haya, Ya Iquab, Ba'aratazar, Matazarian, Shabai, Aishara, Shana, Wayahaya, Yamya, Ya Iquab, Shana, Shanya, Salakia, Haya, Yawa, Shabai, Shanyam, Wa'ab, Salakia, Waba, Rab, Ayam. Verse 29, Wayakorabwa, Yamya, Yasha'ala, Lamawath, Wayakwara'a, Labanwa, Waya La Yawasap, Waya Amar Lawa Na'a, Mataza'athia, Hun, Ba'ayanayaka, Shayam, Na'a, Yadaka, Thakaf, Yarakia, Wa'ai Shayath, Amadia, Kasad, Wa'abath, Al, Na'a, Thakwabarnia, Bamatazarium. Verse 30, Washa Kabathia, Ibathia, Wanasha'athania, Ashathania, Wana Sha'athania, Mama Tazarium, Wakwa Barathnaya, Bakwa Baratham, Waya Amar, Anakia, Aisha, Kadabuk, Daba, Salakia, Kadabaraka. Verse 31. Salakia. Waya Amar, Hashabai, Laya, Waya Shabai, Lawa, Waya Shakathwa, Yasha'ala, Al Ra'ash, Hamata. We need one more in the next. Okay. Oh, shoot, I just lost my spot. Salakia. I gotta go.
Next chapter. First
yeah, I'm just I gotta go back. Genesis 48 now. And one. Let's go. Okay, here we go. And this is the book of Genesis, chapter 48, and verse 1. Wayahaya Akaria Hadabarium Ha'Allah Waya Amar La Yawasap Hana Abiaka Chala Wayakwak Ath Shunya Banyawa I'm Wa Ath Manasha Wa Ath Aparium. Okay, so let's go back. 247. Okay, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 47, and verse 26 in the English. And Joseph made it a law over the land of Egypt unto this day, that Pharaoh should have the fifth part, except the land of the priests only, which became not Pharaoh's. So everybody had to kick up 20% to Pharaoh. Verse 27, and Israel dwelt in the land in Egypt, in the country of Goshen, and they had possessions therein, and grew and multiplied exceedingly. Verse 28, and Jacob lived in the land of Egypt 17 years. So the whole age of Jacob was 147 years. Verse 29, and the time drew nigh that Israel must die. And he called his son Joseph and said unto him, if now I have found grace in thy sight, put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh, and deal kindly and truly with me. Bury me not, I pray thee, in Egypt. Verse 30, but I will lie with my father, and thou shalt carry me out of Egypt and bury me in the burying place, in their burying place. And he said, I will do as thou hast said. Verse 31, and he said, swear unto me, and he sware unto him. And Israel bowed himself upon the bed's head. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 48 and verse 1. And it came to pass after these things that one told Joseph, behold, thy father is sick. And he took with him his two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 48 and verse 2 in the Hebrew. Waya Gad, Laya Iquab, Waya Amar, Hana, Banak, Yawasap, Ba'a, Aliyaka, Waya the Kazak, Yasha'ala, Waya Shab, Al Hasata, Salakia, Hamata. Verse 3. Waya Amar, Ya Iquab, Al Yawasap, Al Shadya, Nara'ah, Aliyah, Balawaz, Ba'arataza, Kanain, Waya Baraka, Athia. Verse 4. Waya Amar Aliyah Hananya Maparaka Waha Rabia Faka Wana Fafayaka Laquahol Amiam Wana Fathia Af Ha'aratazar Haza'af Lazaraika Akariaka Akazaf Iwalum. Verse 5. Wa Aitha Shanya Banyaka Hana Waladium Laka Ba'aratazar Matazarium Aid Ba'aya Aliaka Matazariama Laya Hum Aparium Wamanasha Kara Awab Arauban Washa Ma'aiwan Yahayawa Laya. Verse 6. Wama Waladafaka Ashar Hawaladath Akaryahum Laka Yahayawa Al Shum Akiyahum Wayakara Awa Bana Kalathum. Verse 7. Wa Anya Baba Aya Ma Padam Matha Alia Rakal or Rachel. Right? Rachel, I think that's Rachel. Ba'aratazar Kanain Badaraka Ba'aiwad Kabarath Aratazar Laba'a Aparatha Wa'a Kwabara Shum Badaraka Aparath Hawa'a Bayath Lakam. And verse 7, I should be the last one, right?
We started 2.
Yeah. Kind of one card. This is the book of Genesis. 8, right. 8. Verse 8. Wa ya ra'ah ya sha'ala af banya ya wasap wa ya amar maya Allah. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 48 and verse 2 in the English. And one told Jacob, and behold, and said, behold, thy son Joseph cometh unto thee. And Israel strengthened himself and sat upon his bed. And Jacob said unto Joseph, the Most High Almighty appeared unto me at Luz in the land of Canaan and blessed me. Verse 4. And said unto me, behold, I will make thee fruitful and multiply thee, and I will make of thee a multitude of people, and will give this land to the seed after thee for an everlasting possession. Verse 5. And now thy 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt, before I came unto thee into Egypt, are mine. As Reuben and Simeon, they shall be mine. Of course, he's talking about Reuben and Simeon, his 2 firstborn sons. He's saying that his grandsons is going to be just like them. You know what I'm saying? To him. You understand? Verse 6. In thy issue, which thou begettest after them, they shall be thine. and shall be called after the name of their brethren in their inheritance. Understand? So he's saying that his first two sons are going to inherit directly from their grandfather, but the rest of his sons is going to inherit from him. That's basically what he's telling him. Verse 7. And as for me, when I came from Padan, Rachel died by me in the land of Canaan in the way, when yet there was but a little way to come unto Ephrath, and I buried her there in the way of Ephrath. The same is Bethlehem. Okay, so now Rachel is the mother of Joseph. Understand? And that both Joseph and Benjamin, matter of fact, and that was his favorite wife. That was his favorite wife. He loved her more than others. That's just the way it is. And you know what I'm saying? You can feel any way you want to feel about it, but that's what. And so therefore, the children that came from her were their favorites. You understand? But he still followed the law of inheritance. Yeah. You understand? Even though that was his favorite wife, the firstborn son still gets the inheritance, except for what he did. Anyway, another story. And Israel believed, Salakia, verse 8, and Israel beheld Joseph's sons and said, who are these? This is the book of Genesis, chapter 48 and verse 9 in Hebrew. Waya Amar Yawasap al Abiyawa Banyahum Ashar Nathan Laya Alahayim Baza Waya Amar Kwaham Na'a Aliyah Wa Abrahakum Wa Abrahakum. Okay, verse 10. Wa Ayanaya Yasha Allah Kadawa Mazakun La'a Waya Salakia Yawakal Lara Awath Wayagash Athum Aliyawa Wayashak Lahum Waya Kabak Lahum. Verse 11. Waya Amar Yasha Allah al Yawasap Ra'ah Panyaka La'ah Pala Lathia Wahana Hara'ah Athia Alahayim Gum Ath Zara'aika. Verse 12. Waya Taza'a Yawasap Athum Ma'aim Barakayawa Waya Shafakawa Waya Shafakawa La'apayawa Arataza. Verse 13. Wayakwak Yawasap Ath Shanyahum Ath Aparium by Banyamyan, no, Baya Mayanawa, Bayanaya, Salakia, Baya Manyanawa, Ma Shama'ala, Yasha'ala wa Ath Manasha Basha Ma'alwa Alwa Masha Ma'alwa Maya Mayam Yasha'ala Wayash Gash Aliyawa. Verse 14. Waya Shalak Yasha'ala Ath Yamayan Nawa Waya Shaf al Ra'ash Aparium Wahawa Hataza Ayar Wa'af Shema Olwa Al Ra'ash Manashah Shakal Af Yadyawa Kaya Manashah Habakawar. Verse 15. Waya Barak Af Yawaskap Waya Amar Alahayim Ashar Hatha Halakwa Abathia Lapanyawa Abraham Waya Tazakak Alahayim Hara'ai Athia Ma'ai Wadia Aid Hayawum Hazah. Verse 17. Oh, right. Okay. We started at, we did at 2, went to 9. We started at 10, right? 9. Okay, 9. Number 9, Salakia, sir. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 48, and verse 9 in the English, Salakia. And Joseph said unto his father, they are my sons whom God hath given me in this place. And he said, bring them, I pray thee, unto me, and I will bless them. Verse 10. Now the eyes of Israel were dim for age, that he could not see. And he brought them near unto him, and kissed them, and embraced them. Verse 11. And Israel said unto Joseph, I had not thought to see thy face, and to the Most High hath showed me also thy seed.
He like, man, I ain't know I was gonna see you again, but now I get to see you and your my grandbabies, man. You know what I'm saying? That's heavy, man. This is love.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This is a vibe. We gotta get back, you know what I'm saying, on the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community, man.
And if I may, sir, like we have the love in us, but we so selfish. We supposed to have this love for all our people. You understand? This is the thing that, we got to understand. Like, you have your children, but we supposed to love all our people. And if we don't come back to this loving our families first, then you can't love the rest of your people either. You understand? And we see, literally every day, we destroying each other, man, on levels like this. The brother told me a story this morning, man. About it on his, if you don't mind, sir.
Yeah, he's well.
On his JOB. The brothers and sisters fighting each other on the JOB. Mothers, parents involved in the fight, man. This is crazy, man. And this is, we love our people, man. And this is why we bring these things out and we try to, we take these examples of these scriptures. What's wrong with my phone? My phone is conking out on me. Okay, we back in there. All right. Verse 11. And Israel said unto Joseph that had I not thought to. Okay, we read that one. Verse 12, Salakia. And Joseph brought them out from between his knees, and he bowed himself with his face to the earth. Verse 13. And Joseph took them both, Ephraim in his right hand towards Israel's left hand, and Manasseh in his left hand towards Israel's right hand, and brought them near to him. And Israel stretched out his right hand and laid it upon Ephraim's head, who was the younger, and his left hand upon Manasseh's head, guiding his hands wittingly, for Manasseh was the firstborn. Verse 15. And he blessed Joseph and said, Most High, before whom my fathers Abraham, Isaac did walk, the power of the God which fed me all my life, long until this day. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 48 and verse 16 in the Hebrew. Hamala Akka, Haga'ala, Athia, Makal, Rai, Yabaraka, Ath, Hana Iriam, Wayakwara Ah, Baham, Shamya, Washam, Abathia, Abraham, Waya Taza Kak, Waya Dagawa, Larab, Bakorab, Ha'aratazar. Verse 17. Waya Ra'ah, Yawasap, Kaya, Yashayath, Abiyawa, Yad, Yamayanwa, Al Ra'ash, Aparium, Waya Ra'ai, Ba'ain Yanayawa, Waya Thamaka, Yad, Abiyawa, Laha Sayar, Atha, Ma'al, Ra'ash, Aparium, Al, Ra'ash, Manashah. Verse 18. Waya Amar, Yawasap Al, Abiyawa, La'a, Khan, Abiyah, Kaya, Za, Habakar, Shayam, Yamaya, Nayaka, Yamayak, Naka, Yamaya, Naka, Al, Ra'ashwa. Verse 19. Waya Ma'awa, no, so Salakia, Maya Ma'an, Abiyawa, Waya Amar, Yada Ithia, Banya, Yada Ithia, Gum Hawa'a, Yahaya, La'aim, Lagum Hawa'a, Yagadal, Wa'awalam, Akiyawa, Hakwatan, Yagadal, Mamanawa, Wazara'aiwa, Yahaya, Mala'a, Hagawayam. Verse 20. Waya Barakam, Bayawam, Hahawa'a, La'a, Mawar, Baka, Yabaraka, Yasha'ala, La'amar, Yashamak, Alahayim, Ka'aparium, Waka Manasha, Waya Shum, Ath, Aparium, Lapunya, Manasha. Verse 21. Waya Amar, Yasha'ala al Yawasap, Hana, Anakia, Math, Yahaya, Alahaya, Anotalakia, Alahayim, Imakam, Waha, Shayab, Athakam, Al, Aratazar, Abathiakum. Next chapter. We started at 19, so that's 4. Yeah, no, we started at 16. Salakia, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was it. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 48 and verse 16. And the angels which redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads, and let my name be named on them, in the name of my fathers Abraham and Isaac, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth. Verse 17. And when Joseph saw that his father laid his right hand upon the head of Ephraim, it displeased him, and he held up his father's hand to remove it from Ephraim's head unto Manasseh's head. Okay, because, the firstborn is supposed to get the inheritance first. So he's trying to correct his father. He thinks that because his father can't see, that he don't know what he's doing. But he know exactly what he's doing. Okay. Verse 18. And Joseph said unto his father, not so, my father, for this is the firstborn. Put thy right hand upon his head. And his father refused and said, I know it, my son. I know it. He also shall become a people, and he also shall be great. But truly his younger brother shall be greater than he, and his seed shall become a multitude of nations. Verse 20, and he blessed them that day, saying, in thee shall Israel bless, saying, God make there as Ephraim, as Manasseh, and he set Ephraim before Manasseh. And Israel said unto Joseph, verse 21, and Israel said unto Joseph, behold, I die, but God shall be with you and bring you again unto the land of your fathers. Moreover, I have given to thee one portion above thy brethren, which I look out of the land of the Amorite, which with my sword and with my bow. So the land of the Amorite is a nation from Ham, a Hamite nation. Okay, so Egypt and all those lands were occupied primarily by Hamites. No sign correct.
Right, so we're gonna clip it up right there, man. You understand? Clip it right there. So next week we'll be picking back up Genesis chapter 49. You know what I'm saying? Verse 1, man. You know what I'm saying? Get into the prophecy concerning, you know what I'm saying, all the what's to befall all the children. You understand? Joseph gonna run it down for him. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna clip it up right there. You know what I'm saying? Once again, we'll pick up at Genesis chapter 49 next week, Lord allow. And just keep breaking it down, man. Yeah, man. So just up here, Medium. Okay. When the visitor gird thyself and prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh Shimi Haba Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Shimi Haba Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Shimi Haba Shabrak Yah. Okay.
Was we supposed to? Was I supposed to let him?
It's okay. Yeah.
Sorry. Get it right in the future. Okay. Kind of want to come. Okay.
So one more time.
One more.
See how it's coming up a little bit. See how the piece that.
What's coming on?
Nah, we're talking about the headpiece.
Oh,
okay. All right. So, Medium, which means to stand. Wapanyakodum means rise and face east. We'll start out with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Sabah.
Ratazayaka.
Tazayaka.
Hayah. Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'arataza.
Barataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Nathanlanawa.
Thundanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Cal.
Cal.
Yawum. Wasalaknawa.
Salaknawa.
Kabawafnawa.
Kabawaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kabawathanawa.
Kabawaknawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala.
Tabia Ayanawa.
Tabiayanawa.
Banasaya 1.
Banasaya 1.
A ball.
A ball.
Hawashayanawa.
Abashayanawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rai.
Right.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwith.
Hamalakwith.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Wahathraparith.
Fataparat.
Iwalamyam.
Laiwalunyam.
Aman.
Aman. In English, Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Prayer for the power of the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Baba Kishah.
Bakashah.
Nathan Lenawa.
Thundanawa.
Hakak.
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 La Para'ah.
Arpa'ah.
Cow Makala.
Cow Makala.
Wa Cow Marawa.
Cow Manawa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
La Tahar.
Tahar.
Ha Matazarayam.
Hamatazarayim.
Hakak.
Hakak.
La Hakwiyam.
Hakwiyam.
Hamathiam.
Hamathiam.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Al-Rakawath.
Arakawat.
Hatima Allah.
Sama Allah.
La Garashan.
Bagarashan.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Hashem Yahweh Shah.
The Wada Aman.
The Wada Aman. In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it.
Prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatha Yahweh.
Barakatha Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai.
Why Yahweh Shah.
Why Mayaka Allah.
Why Mayaka Allah.
Wa Allahayim.
Why Allahayim.
Matazabaya Ah.
Tazabia.
Allah Wap Yahana.
Allah Wap Yahana.
Allah Wapium.
Allah Wapium.
Asaranyam.
Asaranyam.
Hakotazayanyam.
Hakotazayoyum.
Hakoya Yoyam.
Hakoyayoyum.
Waha Gwathian.
Wahagwathian.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Hashem Yahweh Shah.
The Wada Aman.
The Wada Aman. In English, bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohana.
Commanding General Yohana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it.
The 121st Psalm in the Hebrew. Aisha.
Aisha.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hahariam.
Al-Hahariam.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yabaa.
Yabaa.
Izaria.
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 Ma'aim.
Ma'aim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayam.
Shemayam.
Wa'aratazar.
Wa'aratazar.
Aliyathan.
Ayathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shemarka.
Shemarka.
Hanala'ah.
Anala'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashah.
Shawamar.
Sharamah.
Yasha'Allah.
Yasha'Allah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Aliyad.
Aliyad.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashemash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayallah.
Balayallah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makal Ra.
Makara.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Athnapashka.
Athnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'atka.
Taza'aka.
Waba Wa'atka.
Baba Wa'aka.
Mayatha.
Mayatha.
Wa'aid Iwalam.
Wa'ayad Abalam. In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help cometh from the Lord.
which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade
The Lord is thy shade
upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
So like it. And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And forevermore. The 83rd Psalm in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al Dami Alaka.
Al Damayalaka.
Al Thakarash.
Al Takarash.
Al Thashakwat.
Al Tashakwat.
Al
Al
Kayahana.
Yahana.
Awayabugyaka.
Abayabyaka.
Yahama.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al Imaka.
Al Imaka.
Ya Ira Yamwa.
Yara Yamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Ya Aitazawa.
Aitazawa.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amar.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam.
Makakidam.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yasakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yashal.
Iwada.
Iwada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Aitazawa.
Nawa Aitazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Kadya.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Barayath.
Variath.
Yakarathwa.
Karathwa.
Aholia.
Aholia.
Alawam.
Alawam.
Yashemai.
Yashemai.
Alayam.
Alayam.
Mawaaba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagarium.
Hagarium.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa Amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa Amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashath.
Palashat.
I'm Yeshabia.
I'm Yeshabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Alawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Zarawai.
Sarawai.
Labanyalawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Ashalaham.
Ashalaham.
Kamadin.
Kamadyan.
Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sara'ah.
Sara'ah.
Kayabian.
Kayabyan.
Panakal.
Banakal.
Kwayaswan.
Kwayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayan.
Bayan.
Da'ara.
Ara.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'anama.
Adama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yabmawa.
Yamawa.
Kayarab.
Kayarab.
Wakazaba.
Kazaba.
Wakazabak.
Kazabak.
Wakatazol.
Katazol.
Manai.
Manai.
Cal.
Cal.
Nasaya Kamwa.
Nasaya Kamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Morwa.
Nayarasha.
Ayarasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Af.
Af.
Na'awaf.
Na'awa.
Alahayam.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Tamwa.
Kagogala.
Gogala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanyarawaka.
Lapanya Rabaka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Tabia Ira.
Tabi Ira.
Yaira.
Yaira.
Wakalahaba.
Kalaba.
Talahat.
Salahat.
Harayam.
Arayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Tharadapma.
Aradapma.
Basa Irika.
Basa Irika.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wapathka.
Wapathka.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Anyaham.
Kwalawan.
Palawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Awa.
Yabashwa.
Bashwa.
Panyaham. Wayabaholwa.
Wayabaholwa.
Aida Ai.
Aidai.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadayawa.
Wayadayawa.
Kaya Atha.
Ayatha.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labadka.
Labadka.
Alyawan.
Al-Yawan.
Al-Kal Ha'arataza.
Al-Kaharataza. In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still,
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult,
thine enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted
and
against
consulted against
thy hidden ones.
thy hidden
They
ones.
have said,
They have said,
Come, and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation,
that the name of Israel
that the name of Israel
may be no more
may be
remembrance.
no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of Edom
and the
and the
Ishmaelites
Ishmaelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarenes,
Hagarenes,
Gabal
Gabal,
and Ammon and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur
Assur
also
also
is joined with them.
is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the
as
Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles
Make their nobles
like Oreb
like Oreb,
and like Zeeb.
like Zeeb.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
Azabah
as the Bible,
and
and
Nazalmunna,
as Almunna,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to
let
ourselves
us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in
the
possession.
houses of Yahweh in possession.
Oh, my power,
Oh, my
Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth a wood. And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth.
Men of Israel, Abajim, which means to stand, face the teacher. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Abajim, Shabbat, Abajim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatah, Yajim Matah. Class dismissed.
Oh yeah, man, I'm hungry.